Well, Giovanni Di Michele, it's a pleasure, and thank you for the warm introduction. It's always a pleasure coming back to Toronto. My name is Simon Fiore, and I am the co-founder of Fintracker. I've been joined by my partner, Matthew Amahoud, 25 years in the business of software development, and he took a chance on this realtor from Winnipeg, Manitoba, to create a solution for Fintrack. Who knew? The first thing we have to do is identify that we have a problem in our industry, or a challenge, I should say, and that challenge is the tall task of not only verifying, authenticating, identification now with fraud on the rise, but to avoid deficiencies in the submission of these forms. On top of that now, they are identifying a business relationship that must be monitored going forward. So we have streamlined this all and automated this whole process using a technology, an app. It can be used on desktop, laptops, or mobile devices, which we'll get to. And we'll provide you a quick demo, if I can skip this pre-recorded video. The solution streamlines the agent's process by scanning the IDs, authenticating, and auto-filling the forms without error, and then forcing them to complete all mandatory fields required in your Fintrack obligations. On top of that, we've developed an admin portal, and we want to, in the coming weeks, introduce that admin portal to TRREB and discuss how your compliance officers can press one button, or your admin or conveyancing departments, deals departments, whoever handles the Fintrack forms, they can press one button and run these names through the known entities list, watch list, sanction list, politically exposed, all of it that we're supposed to be doing on a daily basis, but we just don't have the resources. We've pooled them all, reputable and credible companies available in Canada, and negotiated the best rate now that we have the strength in numbers. Again, the benefits to agents are a quick identification verification tool, which I'll demonstrate, eliminating the errors in those submissions and streamlining the process, making them look like the professionals they are. Right now, if agents were like me, I used to, 5.5 years ago, take a photo of my clients' IDs. That doesn't look very professional. And not only that, we need to be aware that it's kind of in violation of the Privacy Act without a written consent form. So we need to stop that bad habit and replace it with this wonderful tool. We're going to give you a quick demo in a minute. As well, your compliance officers and deals departments, if you speak with them, they'll tell you that they waste a tremendous amount of time chasing these individuals for these forms, and that there is a lot of errors or missing fields. We don't have time for that. We can streamline this all by using technology. We offer all the forms: receipt of funds, corporate ID, politically exposed, individual ID, and we are looking at bringing other pre-deal forms. These files can be searched, so when you work with a client once, you can search them again and recall it, updating the information, making sure it's current, and resubmit it for a new transaction property address. We have built-in tutorials. And again, in the coming weeks, we're going to provide a training demo for all admins and brokers, and then a separate one for the agents. I'm just going to plug in my phone and be brave enough to do a live demo. We tried this 3 years ago, but we have 5G now. All right, it should be. There it is. Once the agents register with Fintracker, they'll select TRREB, and their subscription is waived. Again, it's being covered by your board as a member benefit. The admin portal is also covered, so you can register that account and reach out to us to let us know who that admin coordinator is. We'll give them that role. But once the agents are in, there's two ways to identify clients. One is in person, and we're not going to go through the whole process today. But we're scanning identification cards, Nexus cards, licenses, passports, etc. And we auto-populate using technology without error. It's all populated to the form. We walk them through the remaining fields. So that's the in-person option. What I'm going to do now is show you the new remote ID process that runs the AML scrub against all those known lists, all in minutes, and provides you with the reports that you need to be compliant. So you enter the client's name and send them a link via text message or desktop, or email. I've done that in advance here, and it is both in English and French, and they'll simply start by agreeing to the terms. They'll enter their occupation. I'm going to use lawyer, ABC Law. And this is also should be used as a know your client process. And that's why we want to collect employer and occupation. The next time you're working with the client, the agents can ask, how's things going at ABC Law? A nice way to start that conversation again. Selecting the country, the document, allowing access to your camera. This is your client doing this. The agent's done nothing but send a text message. We're going to now use our technology to authenticate and verify this document against the criteria checklist provided by the Government of Canada or whatever country they're in. We can do all international documents. It's asking me to go again because the lighting is affecting it, which is great. It's a troubleshooting tool that we have. Making sure we go to full camera. Of course, you had to do this while I'm on stage. But that's all right. Once that document is authenticated, we extract the information and autofill the forms by default. Now it's time to take a quick selfie so we can identify the individual is a real person, movement in the face, heat, and match it against the ID. A quick selfie. This replaces the mandatory. So if you want to use it for other transactions, you can, but this is replacing the mandatory non-physically present clients. This is the way forward, folks. Oh, I am brave. Once it is complete, it sends a notification to the agent who will go to their app, refresh the browser, and there it is. Thank you for cooperating, 5G. And it forces the agent to complete all mandatory fields. We use a map widget for transaction property address. You can't submit a form until they are all completed. And you can add receipt of funds, corporate IDs, and every form you need to complete this task. Now, let me get back to my slide. So, in the coming weeks, again, we'll be doing some training. I want to thank PropTex for putting this together for TRREB. We really appreciate the opportunity and look forward to working with you and helping you equip the agents with the tools to do the job effectively and efficiently. Thank you.